For the top mods of July, the page I look at is at the first of the month, I like going to the Stardew Valley homepage. And then under more mods, there's popular for the last 30 days. And this is going to tell us what the top mods for July were. So we're going to cover most of these actually, but we're going to start with LT's portraits for the romanceable boys. So this is an example of the portrait mods you're going to see when you turn on this mod. This does use portraiture. So with portraiture, you're able to pick and choose which portrait mods you would like to use. But we're going to hop into the game and you can see some of this in action, and I'll show you how to switch between the portraits too. So again, you will need portraiture, the framework, and then this mod. And then actually, I will show you how to download this mod as well. So once you download it, where you're going to want to put the extracted folder is, so we have here the Stardew Valley mods folder. And then I have parent folders to organize all my mods. So I have portraiture under a framework and then portraiture. Now, any portraiture mod you download, you don't just throw it in the mods folder, or it won't work if you do that. You want to throw it under the portraits folder. So you'll see here I have DC Burger, but then I also have the mod we're going to be looking at today, which is LT's Portraits for Boys. So this is how you're going to want to install this mod. The portraiture page does have some more details around this, but that's the very basic gist of it. So let's go into the game and find someone. And I already have it enabled, but let's say you did not have it enabled. To change the portrait in a portraiture mod, what you're going to do is once you're talking to someone, you see their portrait, you're going to press P by default, and this will adjust between defaults and any other portraiture mod that you have enabled. So you'll see the name of the portraiture mod was popping up on the left there. This is Elliot in this artist style. It is very romantic looking, reminds me of a romance novel, which is very on point for Elliot. But obviously all the other romanceable boys are also options to have their portrait changed. So we can go visit someone else, see if we can catch anyone. There he is. So Sam's portrait is working. And again, it's in a very romantic style, in my opinion. So again, this was LT's Portraits for Boys. All right, let's move on to the next mod, which is Chocolate Valley. I actually think I've covered this previously, but let's go ahead and cover it again. So adds chocolate making mechanics to the game, fully written to use Content Patcher and Smappy only. And then there's some description, but some notes are this mod is all about chocolate. It adds 2 new plants, 5 artisan machines, a number of ingredients in chocolate recipes to the base game. Goat milk powder and ruby chocolate syrup are currently unused in recipes. Machines have their own custom animation. Machines are very dustable. Some chocolate ingredients and recipes will be unlocked as you level up your farming skill. Some chocolates have buffs. You can buy water from Pierre's General Store. And then it looks like some NPCs have their gift taste changed. And then they're just noting here they have not tested this mod with other mods like Automate. So let's go ahead and maybe check out some of the items in the game. Actually, let's go ahead and look at the screenshots first. So here is a kind of rundown of some of the new items we're going to see. So obviously lots of chocolate, lots of cocoa beans, some other stuff you're going to need for the recipes. Oh, and it looks like there's a little guidebook here too. So a guide to cocoa beans. You buy a cocoa bean and it grows into a bush, it looks like. And then same thing with the ruby cocoa bean. And then it's saying where you can acquire these. So one of these you can only get through the traveling cart. And then the prices here, they grow in the spring, summer, and fall, which is very nice. It grows over 10 days and it regrows every 2 days. And you'll get 2 to 3 cocoa beans from that. And then let's see, there is an oven here and it'll take these materials to make. And then roast the cocoa beans, turn milk into powdered milk, turns chocolate liqueur into cocoa powder, and turns milk chocolate to hot chocolate. Ooh, I love hot chocolate. And then there's a juicer and grinds roasted beans, turns cocoa nibs into chocolate liqueur. And then there's a butter press. There is a belanger, grinds chocolate mixture and sugar together until silky smooth. A packing station packs the chocolate up and ups the price, but it removes the food buff. Interesting. And then there's a little guide to when you can acquire the machines. You can get commercial versions of the machines, it looks like. And then for cooking recipes, you'll get a little rundown of that here. It is very nice that this guide is here. So if you're interested in Chocolate Valley, this is definitely something you want to check out. And the guide just goes on and on to show off the different recipes for different chocolates. So let's go ahead and check these out in the game. Let's go ahead and leave Sam's side and check out some of the different Chocolate Valley stuff back at the farm. And then actually, let's just look up some of the chocolate. I'm curious what some of the buffs are. So artisan dark and white chocolates, these in the clear packaging are what you'd get if you use the packing machine we were looking at. But again, the buffs are removed when you pack them, but it looks like you can get quite a bit of energy and health from this based on the different chocolates. But let's see, we have an artisan dark chocolate bar, a milk chocolate bar, a ruby chocolate bar, because remember, there are multiple types of cocoa beans in this. Also a white. And then here we can see, again, if you don't package them up, you can get buffs on some of these. Actually, this one's kind of insane. Dark and white chocolate hearts are plus 10 magnetism, plus 3 speed, and then 408 energy and 184 health. And they sell for 653. And actually, if we look, we'll see it was 653 unpackaged or 980 packaged. So if you're after the gold, definitely pack them up. But if you're after that buff, then you're definitely gonna wanna eat these without packaging them. So let's actually grab one. And then before we eat it, let's go ahead and read some of the other ones off. I'm curious if any other ones have a really cool buff. So dark chocolate mocha truffle, a delicious treat made with dark chocolate, cream, cocoa powder, and coffee beans. Plus 2 speed. Dark chocolate toffee nugget, plus 1 speed, plus 2 defense, plus 2 attack. That one's nice. This one's insane. Deluxe box of chocolates. So many chocolates, it says. 625 energy, 281 health, plus 10 to everything, and plus 100 max energy with plus 10 magnetism, plus 2 speed. That is an insane thing, and it lasts for 8 minutes and 24 seconds. That, I'd be curious what the recipe for that is like. And obviously it sells for a ton. It sells for 18,504. I'm curious how difficult that would be to make. And then we can see there's some more chocolates and they all give different ones. So drizzled ruby chocolate nugget can give you plus 3 farming, and the white chocolate one gives you plus 3 foraging. And then we have hot chocolate, my favorite. I love hot chocolate. Made from 100% dark chocolate, plus 50 max energy and speed. And it looks like all of the different chocolates, hot chocolates give you that. We have another box of chocolates. Luxury box, so this one is a level below the one we just saw, and this only gives plus 7 to everything. And then all kinds of chocolates here. There is literally so many chocolates to cover. Very cool. Chocolate Valley is extremely interesting and obviously in line with maybe prepping one day for Haunted Chocolatier, which I know everyone's still excited for. I think that one, it takes almost all of the chocolates. I believe that because it's, one, very expensive, so you can sell it for a lot, but then those buffs, those are quite something. But yes, this is Chocolate Valley. Let me go back to the Nexus page and let me link you guys this. So Chocolate Valley, you can find that right here. And its only requirements were Content Patcher and Smappy, which Smappy you need for modding anyway, but Content Patcher you should always have. So very lightweight mod, but adds a lot of that themed items into the game, and I absolutely love it. And it really does make you excited for Haunted Chocolatier. I am very excited. But on the same note as Chocolate Valley, we have Chocolate Valley Chocolatier Outfit. So if you really want to get ready for Haunted Chocolatier, you can also dress yourself up with this Fashion Sense mod. So here is a little preview of all the outfits. We'll check them out in-game in a moment as well. And then here is another preview from the mod author. And let's go check these out in-game on our character. See if they look good with green hair. So as always with Fashion Sense, you're going to want to either check the box when you start a new game to start off with the mirror, which will be delivered in the mail from Haley, or you can buy it from Pierre. So once you have the hand mirror tool, you select it like you would any other tool and left click, and it should open this menu. And then from here, we can start going into the different outfits. So what I like to do is select the category. So we're going to select shirts for this. And you can either use the arrows to select a shirt, and then you can change the view with the arrows up here. Or the other way you can do this is when you search, you can look at all of the different outfits, and then you can see where they're from. So we'll see these are all the Chocolatier outfits. So we have chocolate top dark in milk. They look very similar to me. Oh, I see there is some minor differences in the shading. And then same thing, it looks like there is a ruby and white version, and there's just some minor shading differences between the one that look very similar. But what this mod author will intend, and most fashion scents that add dresses for that matter, is you'll pick the top and then you'll match it with the correct bottom. So we had the skirt or the top one before, and we're gonna pick skirt one for this. And then this is the outfit in the default green that I had, but this is a color configurable outfit. And you know that because this does not say ignored. And then that means we can adjust the color with the color slider. So we have color, we have saturation, and we have dark and light levels. So let's go ahead and make this maybe an orange, maybe like a brown, actually. Go full chocolate. And how you can copy the color of this so we can make the top the same color is there's a copy current color, and then you'll see that brown has been copied, and then we'll go back to the tops and we'll paste that color. And now the whole outfit is that same brown color. So here is one of the outfits. And then let's go ahead and show the different variations. So this is the milk variation. And again, you can either preview in the game or you can preview in the menu via these arrows. And then we have another top here. We'll kind of keep it in the brown, but maybe I'll lighten this one up a bit. So again, we'll copy and paste. And this showcases the details off a little better when it's a little lighter in color, I think. And then let's go ahead and change to the other variation. This one's cute. It kind of looks like a little bear face. We have another outfit here. This one has like a bow in the middle. Oh, this one's the apron and the bow. And different color variation on that. And then we're back to the basic outfit. So let's go back to the mod author page and I'll show you that preview again. So this was a preview of all of the different outfits. And then again, you'll have to use the color slider to adjust to the colors that you would see here to get this exact shade. So like the first outfit looks like they had it in a white, and the second outfit in third in a brown, and then the fourth outfit they had in a pink. And then again, we saw that the apron wasn't necessary for all the outfits and that some of them had bows and stuff as well. So let's go ahead and let me link you this so that you can check it out for yourselves. So this was Chocolate Valley Chocolatier Outfit. And again, that pairs very well with the mod we just covered, Chocolate Valley, which is, again, a really great way to prep yourself for Haunted Chocolatier whenever that game comes out. I don't know if we know an exact date yet for that. I think the mod author also wants to do a furniture set, gotten to have a Willy Wonka feel. Yeah, I think having a full furniture set and maybe even some recolor mods to go with it, you could really go into the Chocolatier. All right, let's go on to the next mod, which is HXW Fairy Garden Furniture Indoors. We've covered a similar mod in the past, but this is kind of another color variation on it. And here is some previews. All right, so whimsical indoor furniture set for Content Patcher for when you wish to turn your home into a fairy paradise. Adds 40 plus beautiful indoor items for you to decorate, house, or nurture your lovely forest friends and critters. It's made to match the fairy garden furniture for outdoors. And then it looks like you can get the items through either CJB item spawner, which is the item spawner I use in all my videos, or you can purchase the brand new Fairy Garden furniture catalog from Robin's Shop. So let's do that. Let's grab the furniture catalog and play around with some of this. And I wonder if I can actually just find it through the cheats menu. I'm pretty sure this is it. I will say it's a little bit of a bug name even in Robin's Shop, but it is here and it looks like you can purchase it for 100,000 gold. But let's go check it out on the farm. And then I'm using Happy Home Designer to have all those options on the left so we don't have to keep going back to it. So I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff down. So we have the wooden chair and the stool, the log stool. The mushroom seat, we saw that in a couple of the previews. It's very cute. So here's me in the mushroom seat. And then we have a wooden bench as well, a wooden dresser, We have some framed art. And then we have the same in a trio version. Let's get rid of some of these other portrait mods and then we can play around with some other portraits as we get them. We have a hanging log planter, another variation of that as well. We have mushroom decals, so you can put mushrooms on your wall, a mirror, and actually let me get the mirror somewhere you can see it. So there's a flower version and a non-flower version. Very cool. We have some shelves in pots, which I'll go up here for that. And then all kinds of framed art. I'm not going to show off each one, but basically each of these small framed arts has a different picture in them. This would be good for the kitchen, the utensil shelf. And then we have a mushroom bookcase. That one's very cool. We have a mushroom floor lamp. This one's super cute. I love mushroom lamps. And we have a couple different variations of that. We have a bunny if you want to have a cute little bunny somewhere in your house. We have a cozy seating area. So this comes with seats and stuff already. I doubt it's functional. Yeah, it's not functional, but if you want to just look pretty, there you go. We have a fairy broom. So we have a fairy clock tower, a fairy easel, a vanity, all kinds of things here. Like, oh, let's do the fireplace and then let's light it up. That's cute. I like that. We have a fairy dress. It's just a decoration though. And then we have some windows. Let's go put those up somewhere. So obviously they let light in the day. And then we have a branch sconce. So let's also put this down, maybe down here. So it's a wall item, but it sits pretty high like it would if it was a real chandelier, which is a pretty cool thing to think about actually. And then we have even more sconces. So again, they have to go on the wall, but they go high up as if they were a real light. And then we have another fireplace, it looks like. This one's a cauldron. Very cool. And then we have like plant leaves and stuff you can litter your house with like you would be able to with rugs. So very pretty theme here. I like this quite a bit. And I like that it came with a catalog. That way you can decorate just from this if you would like. I love the cute leaves hanging from them. Yeah, it's a very... I really like this mod. The aesthetic is very nice and it matches vanilla really well, but you could definitely pair this with like Earthy Recolor or any of the other recolor mods that add more of a whimsical feel, I think. The fairy garden furniture for indoors. And again, this is meant to match a outdoor mod. Here is the mod it's meant to pair with for the outdoors. All right, so we've obviously covered Bog Witch in the past with a creator mod spotlight, but she has since come out with even more mods. So the one we're going to be showcasing for the top mods of July though is Bog's Witchy Craftables. This came out very soon after our live stream showcasing Bog Witch, but this changes basically all of the craftables in the game to match the Bog Witch aesthetic. Now obviously I don't have the other Bog Witch mods installed for this showcase, but it would be paired very well, obviously, if you have all of Bog Witch's mods installed. But here's a preview of some of the original versus Bog Witch's style. So whatever it was on vanilla is on the left and Bog Witch's style is on the right. And this is a content patcher mod, so everything will get replaced. We have some chest and some egg presses and stuff too, tappers, scarecrows. The scarecrows are quite different because they're kind of just flowery vines. And then it looks like the garden pots are also changed. And then here you can, it looks like, configure them through the generic mod config menu, which is always a nice thing to pair with. And then another cool thing about this is their seasonal variants. So some of the items will look different depending on what season it is in the game. Let's go ahead and check some of them out in the game. I don't have every craftable on this farm, but I do have quite a bit. So let's go ahead and take a look. So over here, I have the original scarecrow is on the left. And again, it doesn't look like a scarecrow anymore. It just looks like a vine. And then over here, we can see the dark signs obviously look different. These are some of the other signs available in the game, and they have been changed as well. The lamppost, we have a bunch of machines here. So chest, the furnace, the loom, the bait maker. We have like the barrel and the keg preserve jar anvil. The mayo machine, the cheese press all over here as well. The mushroom log actually looks like just a pile of logs. And then the bee house is a nice warm texture as well. Sorry, the solar panels that generate battery packs now look like this. And then the lightning rods have vines coming out of them. So again, this would pair very well with like Earthy Recolor and Bog Witches mods, kind of like how we showcased in the Creator Mod Spotlight. So if you really enjoyed Bog Witch's other mods, obviously you will probably love this one as well. Bog Witches, Witchy Craftables. But if you want to follow this mod author and keep an eye out for future mods from this mod author, you can either do that through their socials, or you can also, if you don't know, click on a mod author here and you can actually track people with your Nexus account. So now you'll be able to get notifications whenever they come out with a new mod if you would like. And then obviously you can always feel free to donate to your favorite mod authors and stuff as well. That's really what keeps the mod community going, I think, is being able to support the mod authors that you absolutely love. So let's go to the next one, which is Old-Timey Cottagecore Furniture. So obviously this is another mod that fits the vibes very well. So this is an alternative textures mod. So you'll be able to go to any of these items with the alternative textures paint bucket and be able to pick and choose whether or not you want it to be vanilla or the new texture. So any of the noted ones, you'll be able to, again, whip out your alternative textures paint bucket and be able to pick and choose. So if we go back into the game, you can get the paint bucket from Robin once you have alternative textures downloaded. And then what you'll do is when you go to the item you'd like to change, you take your paint bucket and left click on the item, and then you're able to change to the new texture. And then you can always change back to vanilla if you like. And then if you have multiple mods that change the same texture, you will have that full list here. And then you can also do a catalog, and that kind of lets you keep track of all of the different alternative textures that you have. So I opened the texture catalog, and then we can see here the brown couch now turns into this kind of brown couch. So if I don't know if I can put the brown couch out here, obviously, but we might hop inside real quick. And let's place the brown couch here. And then I don't know if the brown armchair is one, but we're going to grab that as well. And then we can change these to the new style, which Cottagecore obviously probably would pair well with certain recolor mods like Stardew Valley or Earthy Recolor. Lots of them would make the Cottagecore aesthetic really match. We'll throw it over here and then again, grab our pink bucket, left click, and then we're able to change it to the Cottagecore texture. So alternative textures is really nice like that. And it'll usually say AT if it's alternative textures and CP if it's content patcher. So this is alternative textures, Old-Timey Cottagecore Furniture. Let's check out the next mod, which is sorry, I don't know if I can pronounce this. Maximalism. So instead of minimalism, it's maximalism. But this adds a lot of clutter items to your game. So this is an alternative textures mod if you'd like it to be. And then here is an example of how you can clutter up your home if you would like in your own game. And then let's go ahead and read the description. Adds a collection of decorative clutter via alternative textures or content patcher, also an ongoing project. There's hopefully more stuff to come. If you have the alternative texture version installed, buy the paint bucket from Robin and use it on the items. We covered how to do that. And then if you have the content patcher version installed, it will just one-for-one replace certain vanilla textures. And then they do recommend, as always, to use Happy Home Designer to get that menu we saw. So let's go ahead and see what some of the items are. So we have decorative bowls for art supplies, small crystals, needlepoint flower, world map, and globe are some of the textures we can replace. So let's do maybe the catalog first. And then we can see the world map can be any of these. So let's grab a world map actually. So obviously vanilla is this texture, but we can make it either a board, and there's different variations of the board available, or you can make it a wall of posters essentially. And then if we go back to the catalog, which again is a fantastic way to see what all you have alternative texture options for, we can see decorative bowl has 57 options, 57. So wherever the decorative bowl is, you can have books, you can have notepads, you can have, it looks like some sort of calendar, trash, you can have confetti, scissors, all kinds of things, pencils, a camera, Another variation of paint, it looks like. Beakers, all kinds of things. Tape measure, actual tape. Very cool. Let's go see what else there was. So that was the decorative bowl with 57 options. Let's see, the globe. Obviously, you can have the globe, the radio. Looks like beakers and books. I don't know why, but this looks like the TARDIS to me. So if you want the TARDIS on your desk somewhere, that's an option. I don't know if that's supposed to be the TARDIS or not, but that's just what it looks like to my nerd brain. And then small crystal, we have envelopes and packages. And then obviously some of this is the cottagecore aesthetic stuff, but that was an overview of Maximalism. I'll never be able to say it correctly. Being able to change up the clutter is always nice, and you can find that mod right here. Let's look at bathroom furniture for Content Patcher. And then this adds bathroom furniture, wallpapers, and flooring to the in-game catalogs. And it looks like you are able to have over 100 unique decor items. And then I was seeing if there's a quick way we can be able to find just the items that we need, but we might have to hunt for them. But here is a preview of the bathroom that you could have with all the new items. So we have sinks, toilets, mirrors, wallpapers, flooring, and here is another example of what the bathroom could look like. It looks like same layout, different decor. So you could have a lot of different styles. So I don't know if we'll be able to make a bathroom up on the fly, but we can certainly try. We can see here we have a big bathroom mirror. Find bathroom stuff. So we have a mirror. Let's get a classic mirror. I kind of like this green bathroom sink. I'll grab the counter with it too. And then we have some bathroom plants, it looks like. Bathroom shelf. Let's grab a toilet because it's not a bathroom without a toilet. We'll do open toilet. It's weird without a lid, but we'll go with that. And then looks like there's toilet paper even. So let's go with some of this and we'll put that like right here. So now we have a little bathroom. Obviously, this is not as extensively decorated as the mod authors was, but we can take a look at those variations we saw. So I think it's the same room we were decorating. So these are the different possibilities. Pink, green, this very colorful pink blue, and then a starry set with everything being white. Looks like there's a shower option as well. But yeah, lots of different things you can do with this bathroom furniture. So if you ever wanted a bathroom in Stardew Valley, this is definitely one of the mods you might want to check out. Let's check out Simple Tea Expansion. This adds more tea types to the game. No additional crops or craftables. So it looks like you can have black tea, which you can get by dehydrating the tea leaf. Dark tea, which you can do by putting one tea leaf in the cask to ferment. Matcha, if you put it in the mill to pulverize it. This is actually a very good use of like not having too much additional stuff, but still being able to have new teas come from vanilla machines. And then floral tea, add 5 types of flowers to the dehydrator to dry them into an infusion. The original plan was to make a custom category for tea items. Tea recipes are unlocked by different requirements. And then here's a little spoiler, but it looks like there are certain hard events that may trigger, community center, etc. But let's go ahead and check out those teas in the game. As your fellow tea lover, I thought I would share my favorite matcha recipe with you. I've enclosed instructions on how to prepare matcha roll cake. I hope you like it as much as I do, from Caroline. All right, so we got matcha itself, the matcha powder. Matcha roll gives a lot of energy, a nice cup of tea, a balanced blend of tea, peached iced tea, strawberry matcha latte, layers of strawberry sauce, creamy milk, and matcha. That sounds really good, actually. Taro bubble tea, unique blend of tea, milk, taro, and yummy tapioca pearls. Look at that magnetism! Black tea here, afternoon tea, all kinds of things. So very cute tea set. I love tea, so it's always nice to see mods that expand the teas in the game. So I'll have to get set up for showcasing the second group. So let me go ahead and get that going, and I'll show you guys how I do that super quickly. I've showcased this before. So in my mods folder, I have parent folders, and any folder with a period in front of it is disabled. So what I'm going to do is after I properly close Stardew Valley, we're going to throw all the mods we just tested into disable testing. And then we're going to grab our next folder to test and throw it outside of the disabled folder so that all those mods will now be enabled. And these are the mods we are about to cover. So that is one quick way to be able to switch between different groups of mods. So if you have multiple playthroughs and you don't want to deal with any of the, mod managers that are out there, that's kind of how I do it, is you can make different disabled folders to throw in the mods for different gameplays if you would like. And then what I typically do when I showcase is everything I normally play with, I'll throw into this disabled folder, and then anything I'm testing with, I'll throw into that one. So, little spoiler on one of the mods we're covering, but it changes the home interface. So let's actually cover that one first. So it's Magical Valley interface, and it's super adorable. So obviously we saw the preview already, but this is the loading screen that I had seen that I wanted to show, but it left too quickly. And then we'll obviously be seeing this in game as well, but here is some previews. So we'll see the menus are pink now with some blue borders. Still pretty easy to read. Sometimes these user interface mods make it harder to read, and I don't care for that. But this one is still pretty easy to read, and again, super cute background. I love it. There's some animations still as well. Let's see, what else is there to click on? So confetti. I was seeing if there's any hidden stuff like there is with the other menu. The Junimos, they're like squeaking, but it's very cute. I think the Junimos dancing are kind of the most adorable thing ever. We'll be obviously seeing it as we continue to showcase the other mods, but I will link it for you guys to check out now. So this is Magical Valley interface, and by the same mod author is Magical Valley Tools and Weapons, which obviously will change all of the tools and weapons to match this pink aesthetic. And then we'll be checking out this in game as well. So let's go into the game. All right, so we have a pink toolbar. And then obviously, because we also have the tools all downloaded as well, we can see that they're all pink, they're all pretty, all that. So there's no fancy animations or anything, but sometimes you don't need the fancy animations. You just need a little bit of pink. And then we'll see here from this preview that the iridium weapons have changed, but we can look at that. And again, all the menus change, but iridium, we can see the needle, all of that, the watering can, the trash can even. Let's see if the galaxy, yeah, all the galaxy weapons have also changed. So if you like pink, this is the mod for you. But Magical Valley Tools and Weapons, let's look at Yomi's cute dress 4. This is obviously a mod author we see quite often in the top mods. And this is no different. This is another set of lovely dresses from Yomi, and we'll check those out in the game. And it looks like they've included another preview. Let's go check it out for ourselves and go to tops. And then we'll see here, I have Luo Li on here as well, but we're going to focus on Yomi for now. So we'll select the first top and the bottom. And here we go. Remember with Yomi's mods, a lot of time the color is ignored. So what you see is what you get, but they're still very adorable. So this one almost looks like there's a carrot on the apron. Let me see if I can zoom in the game so you guys can get a better look. So we have here, looks like a carrot apron. And then if we go to the next outfit, we have a nice black dress, it looks like, with some white details. This one is kind of like a gray, like a blue, gray, red, white dress. A nice white and pink bow dress. And I like this one a lot. It is a red dress with some cream detailing. And I think that was it, yeah. So that was all of the Yomi's dresses on my in-game character. And again, you cannot recolor these dresses, but they're very cute all on their own. You can zoom. Since when can you zoom? I think you've always been able to zoom the options. And then you can either zoom this way, or what I did, what you just saw me do, is you can enable a zoom button, and then that will make it so it shows up right here on the top right. And then that way you can zoom in without needing to go into that menu. The only thing about this is you don't quite know what percentage you're at. So if you want to be at 100%, sometimes it's better to go into here and be like, now I'm at 100%. You can also change your UI zoom. So if you are, let's say, hard of sight and you would like the UI to be a bit bigger, that's an option as well. Yomi's cute dress 4. And again, here was a preview of all the dresses we just saw. And this is a fashion sense mod. So fashion sense is required, obviously. And then next we're going to cover Luo Li's tops and skirts. So again, these are meant to be pairings. And then we'll be covering this in the game now as well. I can tell you I am absolutely in love with this outfit right here. And I'm hoping it looks good on my character. So let's find out. So we're going to go back into the game. Let's go ahead and zoom all the way in again. And then with the fashion sense mirror, we're going to go to Luo Li's. And then we can see the first dress right here on my character. Again, with fashion sense, you can preview either in the menu or in the game. And then you can switch either through that search menu or with the arrows. So let's go ahead and do the arrows. And this is the second dress. I think there was 10, right? Something like that. And then we have a blue and white dress. So black and white dress. Oops. And this one's a red and black dress. I kind of like the details of this one, especially in the back. This one kind of reminds me of a ballerina outfit a little bit. Purple and gray. The best outfit, the one I was looking forward to trying, the green, white, and gold outfit. There's some very subtle like yellow tones in there. It's a little different from my hair's green, but you can change that if you want. So we can maybe make my hair a little lighter and match it even. So that's very cool. And then I think there was another. So we have a pink and white dress here. And then that was the end of Luo Li's. Luo Li's tops and skirts 39. And again, this is a mod author that regularly makes the top mods for the month. And then let's move on to the next mod, which is a series of mods from the same mod author, which is Dust Beauty's Wildflower Grass Field. And we're going to be pairing this with a few other mods, so I'm going to kind of cover them all at once. But Dust Beauty's Wildflower Grass Field is an extension of More Grass, so you will need the More Grass mod for this to work. But here is a preview of the grass in all the different seasons. And then let's go see if we can check this out in the game. Obviously, I don't have too much grass in my game. Let me zoom back out. But let's grab some grass starter and then kind of just plant as much as we can. So this is the grass in this season. So very pretty, very floral. And this is springtime in this game right now. And then we saw from the preview that it'll change with each season. So spring was the pink. It looks like summer is blue. Fall obviously is oranges. And winter is white with some colorful detailing. So let's go ahead and change the season in the game actually. Here is the summer foliage from this mod. And then let's go ahead and make it fall. Very pretty. The sunflowers obviously are a great addition. And then let's go ahead and make it winter. And then here it is amongst the snow. So it almost looks like snow piles instead of grass with little twigs sticking out of it with like holly berries or something. And then let's go ahead and make it spring again. So I'll go back to Nexus. And this is Dust Beauty's Wildflower Grass Fields for more grass. And let's take a look at Dust Beauty's seasonal pathing and flooring. And then you can see a preview of the gravel path, the cobblestone path, the wood path, all right here, brick flooring, crystal, etc. All the different previews. And I'm actually going to go ahead and tell you that we are also covering Dust Beauty seasonal fences because you're about to see them together. And here is a preview of all of the different fences that you could have. So let's go check that out in the game because I have this area set up over on the side. Now, I believe this is alternative textures. So you'd have to, you'd want to get out a tool. What's it called? The paintbrush tool. But you'd have to buy it from Robin to be able to change lots of textures all at once. But we'll kind of put them in the middle so you guys can see a good variation between vanilla and Dust Beauties. So again, a little bit different tones and textures compared to vanilla. And this might match some of your guys' aesthetic a little bit more. And then we can see here different iron fencing. This looks like more like a traditional backyard wooden fence here with some variation in the flowers. And then the stone fence, the hardwood fence here, which almost looks just like an upgraded version of the original, but with some steel rods in between instead. Very pretty. I like it a lot. Let me see if I'm missing a gate. It kind of looks like there should be a gate. So here we have the wood gate, and then let's see if we can get all of them. So here's some examples of the different gates you can get with this as well, but very cool set. They pair very well together. So this was Dust Beauty's Seasonal Path and Flooring and Dust Beauty's Seasonal Fences. We have one more from this mod author actually. We have Dust Beauty's Stardew Foliage Redone, and here is some previews of the different foliage in the game. And we'll go to Cinder Sap Forest to maybe look at some of these. And then obviously there's seasonal variants. So let's check that out in the game. Let's go to the forest. I think that'll give us the best preview. Yes. And then here obviously is all the pine trees changed, but also all the bushes. So very pretty foliage. I can definitely see this pair well with certain recolor mods that add more of a pastel hue. Dust Bunny's Stardew Valley foliage. This is a content patcher mod, not an alternative texture mod. And again, you can always tell that by CP being in the name versus alternative texture. Now, we have 2 more mods to cover, but I hadn't had a chance to test that they worked prior to stream, but we're gonna see if they work. So one is Auto Catch Fish mod. This is a new mod that came out in July that bypasses the fishing minigame. So we're gonna see if it works, but this mod makes fishing easier. You skip the fishing minigame, and when the fish catches, your farmer will automatically pull, and you just need to cast the bait and relax, it says. So let's go try that out. And then let's go ahead and go to the ocean. Yeah, minigame completely bypassed. It just seems like once you throw the bait, it will do the minigame for you, and then you acknowledge what you got. So probably one of the more simple auto catching. And then just so you are aware though, you do not get treasures from this. And last, but certainly not least, we have Max Immersive Sebastian Dialogue and Custom Events, Spicy or Sweets, 1.6 Overhaul. Massive dialogue and event edition edit for Sebastian, including pre-marriage and post-marriage lines and events, custom festivals, custom bouquet proposal lines, and so much more. There's 2 versions, spicy for flavorful innuendo, or sweet and pure romance. There's 15 plus new unique events pre and post-marriage, including mini arcs. So let me see which version I have, and we can do that probably by going to the generic mod config menu. And then we have Max Immersive Sebastian Spicy or Sweet here. It looks like it defaults to sweet. And then when we go back into the game, let's see if we can get one of the new cutscenes. I am gonna cheat a little bit and see if I can see a list for us to reference. Event triggers, here we go. This is what I want. Saloon Night, 3 hearts. Friday after 5. I'm assuming this is it. I don't recognize this event. Did you guys see that? I pocketed 2 balls in 1 shot. Looks like I'm finally going to beat you today, Seb. Huh? Oh yeah, I was kind of distracted. Really? You know, Seb, you've been distracted a lot lately. Is someone on your mind? I've seen how you watch Yoria. You're so obvious. Oh no, they're specifically mentioning me now. Yoria is way out of his league, but I totally get the attraction. Of course, you definitely won't have a shot if you don't ask her out. Shut up, Sam. Fine, but joking aside, you should ask. I mean, I've seen Yoria glance your way more than a few times. Also, I hear she's up at your place like every day. There's no way she needs that much carpentry work on the farm. Calling me out. I don't know why Yoria talks to me at all. Oh, don't be like that. I sound like such a loser. Definitely not. Come on, you know how I get when I'm anxious. It's twice as bad around her. That is why you need our help. Just think about it. I can definitely get you a date. Pass. Okay, I'm out later. It's interesting to see this with me not here at all. Good going, Sam. You scared him off. That man is hopeless. Abby, have some faith. He'll figure it out. I'm just glad he's interested in someone. He hasn't run Yoria off yet, so maybe. I'll talk to her, see what's up. Okay, but none of your crazy plans to get them together. Me? Crazy plans? No way. I think I'll stay out of this one. Suit yourself. I'm gonna grab a drink. Want one? But obviously, this is a major Sebastian dialogue overhaul. And if you like Sebastian as a romanceable option, then this is definitely something you're going to want to check out. Hopefully they'll have other mods in the future. I'm sure this takes quite a bit of time though to make. So lots of cute dialogue. Highly recommend it if you enjoy Sebastian as a romanceable partner. And that's it. That is all of the top mods that we are covering for the top mods for July. I hope someone found a mod that they would love to try out. I know Chocolate Valley seems to be a fan favorite, but there were definitely some really cute mods here. Bog Witch obviously is a favorite of mine as well, but feel free to check out the top mods. And I think that's it for this stream. So if we want to cover any of those mods more extensively in the future, please let me know. Like the Sebastian one might be a good one to do a dedicated stream for. But otherwise, I'll be doing a community mod spotlight next week. So if you want to recommend me any mods that you'd like to see showcased, feel free to join the Discord and recommend them to me in the mod recommendations channel. I hope everyone had a fun time with this and everyone has a really good night, and I'll catch you guys later.